Hello there. As I've said in my previous video, you guys know I'm going to Düsseldorf. Now I have made my decision. After a lot of tinkering, I have decided to play Imu-sama in an ace-filled meta. So let's see how that's gonna go. I have recorded a few games on the sim so that you guys can see how I play the deck, how I am thinking what is my thought process during the games. I think I will be able to put 2 games in this video, and in the next one I'll put 2 games as well. And I think we might make it a short series, right? Until Düsseldorf, to see what I change about the deck, what decks I can implement to go against Ace, to go against Zoro, etc. Because the meta is gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be a triangle. It should be like a square, more likely, because we have the Roger promo that will be coming out, I hope, by then. But yeah, let's see. So I've recorded 2 games, and let's get to it. Alright, guys, so here we see first game will be against Katakuri, Yellow Katakuri. I was not really up to date with that deck, right? So I basically came back here in the OP12 meta. So I haven't seen a lot of Katakuri. So I decided to just play it safe, go with the empty throne, especially since I am going second, right? So I'm on my best curve. Now I also started with double search, played the Charlia, and then I can just go with the 5 Elders event again to just get more search, more trash, and we're now down to 7 cards after this 5 Elder in trash. So that's perfect, right? So now we entered pass over. So that's basically basic first turn for Imu. Shalria into 5 Elders is perfect. That's exactly what you want. And also, if you see my hand, I have basically a really good opening. I have the Saturn for the next turn, and then also have my 2k counter with Jupiter, and I have my Venus Juro for some aggro mid game. So that's perfect. Now finding the Marcus is actually kind of pog, because next turn I will be able to choose either I want to go aggro with a Venus, or I can just play it safe with a blocker Marcus that will also pop something that's 5 cost or lower initial cost, right? So it's actually really good. So there, I just decided to swing 5. Let's see if he counters out. He does a counter out, so I just -1 his hand, so that's perfect. Then I just decide to recycle the Shalria because I don't need it right now. I am not aware of what Katakuri plays, right? And I'm right now already at 3 lives. I don't really want to go down too much, especially since I'm not aware of what the deck plays, right? So I decide to just play safe, leave one door open just in case I need to counter something out with an event. Also because I have 2 2Ks in my hand, so I'm pretty safe, right? So now right there, I just decide, he plays Sanji, I decide to just go Marcus, trash something, just get him out. Trash is Stussy because I don't think I will be using it in this matchup. So yeah, that's basically a really good turn for me right there. Swing 6, 2 down open, I have 3 events in my hand, I have 1 blocker up, I am being chilling, my guys. So yeah, he does counter out with the Zeus, does play the Robin to trash 1 life, and then swings 7. Yeah, so he swings 6 and does use leader ability to be a 7. Which is fine. I could have countered out, but I think now is not the moment. Let's just keep having high hand count. He's still at 4. He's quite low on hand size, so let's just tickle him down until I am at 10 cost Elders, right? That's basically the main goal this game. I don't think there is an out in Katakuri to play against like 5 Elders 10 cost once it's out. Like if you can just spam them one after the other. I think I managed to play 1 or 2 and then got game from there, right? A little spoiler alert. But now I'm chilling. I have my blocker up. I just decide to play aggro. I can just swing with my Venus Juro, just chilling with there. Still leave 3 down open. I have 3 counters. I will use these search. To be honest, I think that's might be a misplay. I don't really need to search at that moment. I should have just like kept 3 down open just in case, right? Because he does have 3 bodies on board. If he plays like a rusher, he could have put some pressure up, but I mean, I still have my blocker as well. So yeah, that's basically going good. He does decide to Kuma, which is fine. Like his hand size is really low, so I don't mind him like healing actually. And now he decides to swing 8k basically, so he's at 7 right now. Usually the ability goes to 8. I can counter out of that easily with the event, so that's fine. So yeah, I am still Bing chilling, even though the situation looks like he's actually has the upper hand. So I am okay right now. I think I'm just checking if all my elders. I might have done some misplays during games because I'm not used to the sim. I mean, I'm used to the sim, but yeah, you know, you misclick sometimes and shit. So that might happen. So there are swing six on the Robin just to see if he decides to save her. He does decide to save her. So at that point, I'm just like, okay, you know what? You give me one, I might as well just leave her there. That's okay because I'm gonna treasure, if I'm not mistaken, with the Marcus when I play Marcus out anyway. There I cycle out the Marcus because I just want one extra card in hand. Play the 10 cost, trash the Saturn. Do I trash the Saturn? I don't think I think I do because hold on. Do I have all the elders? Yeah, I do. So yeah, there I'm just chilling. I will trash something of Marcus just to trash that Robin. So his one card that he used to counter was actually kind of useless. So yeah, perfect. Or do I do not trash? Oh, then I guess I just swung with Venus on the Robin, right? Yeah, okay, I understand. Okay, I get it. I mean that works too. Oh, I think the Robin might have been too high cost to be able to trash her with my Marcus effect. That might have been it. All right, so right there you see I have control of the game. I just decide to play my Valkyrie just to have like three blockers up and be able to draw two in case he swings like twice. So I play something to trash my top security. I don't really. Oh, the Big Mom, yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm not up to date with Katakuri, right? I have no idea what the deck is really doing. I just see that it's healing and trashing my security. So what I decide to do here, I still have two blockers up, right? So in theory, I don't really need to play my 10 cost. But I think I am going to anyway. I think I'm just gonna swing 6 and then 7, 7, 7. Might as well even have game actually. Like I could go for game. Because as we see, it's staking basically all the the life right now. Sorry if I said security. I used to be a Digimon player, right? So yeah, swing here with the War QB with 7. He only has 2 in hand, so I can't get lethal quite yet. So I just play my 10 cost, use the effect. I will trash the Roswald, and just go all over again. I think I could have gotten like game right there. But it's fine because the 10 cost is there to save us and just to make it possible to just like live one more turn, even though I only have one life. But this game is pretty much close already because I have three event counters in hand. He can possibly only swing with the Katakuri, the Kuma, and the Big Mom, unless he goes crazy and attaches 5 down to the Hiyori. So I'm chilling. And there I get rid of the Kuma actually instead of getting into the life just to not give in too much card in hand, right? So yeah. So he decides to just play another Big Mom and maybe he thinks that he will get it, but I have enough in hand to counter it. I think even the Big Mom, like, and I think that's what I'm gonna do even. I think I might just counter out of this Big Mom instead of using a blocker. That would be Loki. That would be the smartest play, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'll start doing because I do have enough counters in hand, right? I can just go in and use my counters, and that's fine because I really want to get the swings just to be able to, because I have game. If I have the 5 bodies here that can swing, the leader plus the 4 characters, I can get game with the Nujiro that I will play out of the 10 cost that is gonna follow up. So that's basically GG right there. And he also has no Dawn up, no blockers, so that's basically game. So I decided to do some mathing. So I swing 7 with the Emu, 7 with the Saturn. Then I think I just keep on swinging 7. Just to get him to trash the life as well as trashing from hand. And that just makes sure that, you see, he only has 3 cards in hand. He needs like at least 2 to get out of this one. Alright, then I have game basically. Oh, he heals 1. I think that might end up being an issue. So he swings 7, he can't counter out of this one. So yeah, I have the game right there. I can just tap my stage, play the 10 cost for basically 4 down. So 3 for the 10 cost and 1 down for using the 10 cost effect, I decided to just trash whatever. It doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna attach all the Dawn to the News Jewel for game. That way, can't quite counter out of it. Right now, I could have just like canceled the Saturn Surge and the Marcus effect. I think I canceled it as well, yeah, basically. And I could just play it safe and just leave one on up just for the counter, but I know I have game 12k. He can't counter out of this unless there's a broken. He has like broken zero cost events that can give him like counter, which is not gonna be the case. There we go. So on to the next game, you see I go second again, so I take the curve I want. And we see that I'm playing against Red Purple Luffy. Now Red Purple Luffy is a deck that I really enjoyed back when I played it, when it released. And so I know kind of what it does now, because I think the game plan hasn't changed, right? But the Red Purple Luffy matchup is bad for them. Simply because they have to get the leader benefit, they have to get rid of one life, basically, which makes it easier for me to just go aggro and just Nuzuru spam on this. So yeah, basically, again, I have an amazing turn. Shalria into 5 Elders event. I'm just being chilling again. And I'm on the perfect curve as well. The only small update I would do in this deck against purple decks is actually, it's not a bad idea to play Marie-Joise instead of the Empty Throne. Because purple decks can fuck you up in so many ways regarding the Dawn. That you won't even be able to use your 10 cost if it comes down to that. So using Marie-Joise is actually not that bad. Because if they can chain Magellan on you and you're just stuck without your 10 cost, you cannot spam blockers, etc. That's just your win con is gone. So yeah, right there I am kind of chilling. It just swings big. I just take the life. I just try to swing big as well. Because I know it's the 3 life leader, and I know that early game is just all about ramping for Red Purple Luffy. And I know, I don't think he's going to use his leader effect ever. Because if he does, then that's just GG. Also, I checked my trash right there because I think I had no elders at all in my trash. So I need to start like trashing some elders, and that's why I used the Jupiter instead of the Saint Mjosgard to counter out, because I think like I wouldn't have had the opportunity otherwise to trash the Jupiter. So right there, so we just do some cycling. We play the Marcus Mars, just get 2 blockers up. I'm still chilling. I still have 2 life. Red Purple Luffy cannot quite kill me right there, unless it starts playing some rushers, and I just play for aggro with leader on leader. No need to start swinging with my 2 blockers yet. Also, I need to start seeing more elders right now, because the fact that I only have Jupiter, I think, in trash right now is really, really bad. So now he plays his first character, which is basically just a blocker. Which is, it signifies to me that Red Purple Luffy right now is not playing, not having a good hand, basically. I don't think also we will see a Magellan coming from Red Purple Luffy. Because I remember in my testing, a lot of purple decks used to play Magellan, but I think this guy was the one guy that didn't play Magellan. So Luffy and Rainbow, if you see this, I'm sorry, bro, but you need to add Magellan in OP 13. That's like, you need as a purple deck at least 2 of them. I might even run like a playset in my UP, because the card is just, it's basically an insta win if you can chain them against Emu while you build your board up, because it's a 5 or 6 Dawn card, but you actually gain so much from it. You gain so much tempo, it's crazy. So yeah, swing 7, he counters out, only has 3 cards in hand, which is kind of sucky wucky. So there I trust Venus Juro because he did his job and I want him in trash as soon as possible. And I think right there is also the moment I will start actually blocking with my 2 blockers. Because then they did their job, they stood there, he didn't, and now I can take the swings on them. Just because I really want to set like 2 or 1 life against Red Purple Luffy, because at the end of the, exactly, like late game, they can just spam Roger and just do a lot of fucking damage. So I want to stay healthy. There we go. I think this game I did do a misplay, or I played 10 costs without having 1 elder in trash, which might have been my bad. There you see a counter out of the, I should counter out of this, right? I think that, yeah, Saturn was the last elder I needed in trash, and I was trying to see if I could discard them. I could have just straight up discarded him, to be honest, but I didn't want to lose hand advantage, I think. Um, and the simple fix for this, and I think during the game I just didn't do it, is just basically use 10 cost and just trash the Saturn as your cost for activation, which I think I did not do. Or what I could have done as well is just use Emu, trash Saturn to draw one, just to cycle it as well. Um, let's see what I did because I know I misplayed sometimes. So just a lot of thinking. My apologies. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna cycle. Am I gonna cycle? I don't think I cycled the Mars, even though I think I should. Ah, yeah, there we go. Because Mars right now, okay, is a nice blocker, but I want something more important. Trying to Stussy here is actually kind of big because it gives me the option. I have so much tempo right now. I don't mind Stussying the Roger. That's what I'm contemplating right now because Roger is such a big swing, but I end up just playing the five elders. I could have just legit just Stussy the Roger, and just played something small, Stussy the Roger, and then like go from there, right? And then next turn I have five elders, which potentially puts me into a Magellan position. But if we didn't draw into the Magellan last turn, then yeah, I don't think it would have top decked the Magellan. And if it would have, then okay, that's one more turn of surviving that I need to do, which Emu is really tanky. Emu is really survivable. Like you see the games, I try to manage my hand size just to be healthy in life, but also healthy in board presence and in hand size because this is what wins you the game. Taking life early with Emu is kind of useless. You just want to poke them just to reduce their hand size, and then late game that's when you go all in. That's when you 10 cost swing 10 cost swing because Emu is not really a control deck. A lot of people thinking that Emu is actually how you control the board. You do control the board state, the board state and game state, but it's not like Sakazuki where that's your only focus, right? So yeah, I think the game state is pretty good. I have the promo Roger attacking. I can counter out of it. I could block. I think I decide to counter out of it just because once again, as last game, I just want my swings to be present. And unless this red purple Luffy plays the gold Roger, the rush blocker shenanigans, then I'm chilling. But he plays a 10 cost Luffy, which is pretty based of him. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the reason I started One Piece is just for this Gear 5 card actually, as you see right there. That was the reason I started playing the game actually. Because I started like set 1 with the starter decks and then I just stopped due to COVID if I'm not mistaken. And then I jumped back in when OP5 came out. That was a big peak for me. And then we see right there, just plays like blocker, 10 cost. I survive easily all of this. Like it's Emu is such a tanky deck that I remember Red Purple Luffy was such a good deck, like ramping and aggro and stuff. But now it's kind of sad how the power creep has gone. But I think that the deck is insanely fun to play. Emu is insanely fun. Like once you know what to do with the deck and once you know how to counter your counters, you actually have a lot of fun. Like winning against Ace with Emu, because you know your opponent's deck so well and you know what to play at what moment. That is exactly what makes a really good Emu player. I currently have like a 60 or 70% win rate against Ace simply because I just grinded the hell out of that matchup and just makes it just easier to play against. So in Dusseldorf, I think I will be managing to win against some aces. I will take the L sometimes. That's just live. That's just how it goes. But I just hope to make it by day 2 and maybe do top cut. That would be amazing. But there are just swing for 6 with Emu. He has 3 card in hands, 1 blocker. Like it's just there's just too much going on. He is not able to survive this. And if he can survive this, then I just play 10 cost again and that's it. There we go. He cannot even giant because he has no giants done for giant at all. So yeah, swing 7, give me a 2k or give me 2 1ks. That's what you gotta do, brother. I don't think he has it. I think he's gonna take 1 more life and then he will be able to counter out of everything. If I'm not mistaken, that's what happens. But then I just 10 cost it again. I might as well just even go Venus Zero. Like low key, if I can get him down like to 0 life, I might as well just go Venus Zero for 3 Dawn, attach everything to it, and good luck on that. Like that's just simple as that. But then you might as well play, yeah, the 10 cost. It comes down to actually almost the same thing. You just lose one down in that play, but you gain like four other bodies. But sometimes just spamming, if you want to go for pressure for a game, you can, instead of playing another 10 cost and then swing with only the Venus Hero, if you're 100% sure you have game, just go for that 3 cost Venus Hero, attach 9 Dawn to it, 9 Dawn, 7 Dawn to it, and then your 7K character becomes a 14K, and unless he has a blockers, is GG. Or unless your opponent has a promo Roger and can actually counter out of it, which is highly possible. There we go. I play Stussy, trash my Saturn, get rid of the 10 cost. Because I don't need to do much more. I have one blocker up still. And I have one down open just in case I draw into like a counter event. But he cannot get into game range at all. So yeah, I'm just bank chilling right there. I could have... I think I didn't go for game. I did the Stussy. Because I didn't want to invest any down anywhere else before I saw what he did, and since I think he blocked or countered out of something, I think that's why I didn't do it, because I think I could have gone for game. Like if you do the math right, I could have just attached some down onto Marcus, swing for Marcus, and then I could have played Venus Juro, attached down on Venus Juro, just that way that he cannot counter out of it. I think that's what I should have done. So it basically buys him like one turn. So it's kind of a misplay for me. Not a biggie because I'm still like in a really good spot. We are at the same hand size, but as you see, his board presence is just gone. Like after that 10 cost Luffy came out, it was just GG's from there already. No board presence, no pressure. He should have built more board presence just to be able to make me like sweat a little bit. But since that didn't happen, I'm just being chilling right there. And right there, so I have a 6K swing, a 7K swing, and then I have the 9K from Stussy, 9 or 10K from Stussy. So I am just living my best life. And then I still have 10 down to play with. So I can just poke at him, force him to trash cards out if he wants to stay alive. And then if he counters out of it, does not counter out of it, and goes to 0, I just go put all my down into my Venus Hero that I will summon of my 10 cost and just GG. That is what should have happened. Yeah, it's taking a lot of time to think about it. I think he's doing the math too. I think since he has one down up, he has Giant right there, which is fine because I do have the materials to bait the Giant out, but it does draw him 2 cards. Like he can get rid of 1 brick and draw 2 cards, but I'm not aware of how many like 2Ks or 1Ks Red Purple Luffy runs nowadays. So yeah, Usahachi is like a definitely included card. But yeah, we see right there just taking a long time. A long time. So, yeah, my apologies. I don't remember how long it took for this guy to react. Also, I didn't type in chat, so I think maybe he was just like too busy. Let's just wait and see. There we go. So he counters 1K with a Zoro, so that's fine. Then swing 7. And then he has to give me basically like a 2K. Or take the life. I think he will Giant right there. Or I think he Gianted on the Stussy swing. So he gave me a 2K, a swing with Stussy. And then he has to give me the Giant. There's no other way. He could have took it, but then I would have just swung with Vinigro, and even with the Giant would have made a difference. Their account for the Giant, so that's why I swung 11. Because I really wanted that last life to be gone. And I think I played 3. I play Venus. No, I play 10 cost. Okay. Because I think if I played Venus and then attached all down on it, I don't think I could have gotten game quite. Because I think you can go to 10, and then if he draws like 2Ks, then it's GG's. And I just want to play it safe, right? So he's down to 0. That's the main thing. We wanted him to 0. That's why we attached it down to Stussy. And now the fact that he's at 0 board presence, I am just in the best spot you can have as an emu player right now. But of course, it is against Red Purple Luffy. Red Purple Luffy hasn't seen a lot of improvements in the meta, if I recall correctly, like in a while. So it's not a game, it's more of a test to me to see how well I play the deck in every situation. There we go. So yeah, here you see a swing 11 with a Venus. I think it's just gonna Gum Giant and the draw like the 2K is gonna need, or either it's game. But if I get game off there, then it's just a note for myself basically that I just need to go more aggressive when I know I have the Dawn and the character to swing with, because the Venus Jugo could have swung 12K, which is a big improvement. Like 12K and 11K is actually a really big difference. So I trusted a 1K right there, which is crazy to me. So I countered out. You see, if I swung 12, I don't think he had the Dawn in hand. We will see when I win the game what he exactly had in hand, and I don't think it would have had that extra 1K, if I reckon correctly. I think he. Yeah, you see, that's GG. There you go. But well, thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the video. Also, if you wish to follow my emu challenge or follow up or anything else, if you want the deck list whatsoever, don't forget to tag me in the comments. I will read the comments, and if there is any update about the deck, I will let you know. But I will try to do these videos as much as I can, just as a preparation for Düsseldorf. See y'all. Peace.